Hello world, this your girl Mystic Rage. You're tuned into Mystic Rage World, where we get in there with random subliminal messages from spirit. Remember, these messages aren't timeless, so whenever you hear them may be the time for you to hear so here we go. This is part of a bust out read. These cards were the heads up, and then we have the unknown energy that I pulled as well for this energy prior for recording. So we do have Thinking Through, New Moon in Gemini. So I am going to go over that. And we also have the bold messages over here in the corner. You know what? Let me do that first. Let's go in the first message. Be your own hero. Okay, coming out the gate. Be your own hero. We also have do more of what makes you happy. Doing more of what makes you happy. Second message. Third message says believe in yourself. Believe you can do what you set out to do, you guys. Just believing in yourself. Having more of that self-worth and purpose. Lastly, there's always a reason to smile. There is always a reason to smile. If you're watching the video right now, you're breathing, there's a reason to smile. Okay? Because some of us are not here right now. So just it's a lot of things to be grateful and show that you're appreciative of, okay, like you're happy about and grateful, okay. So let me find this one really quick here, and then we'll get into the mix. Think it through, you guys. So maybe it's a situation where you need to literally think it through before making that decision of what you're going to make as your move. What's your move going to be? Okay, the manifesting focus message says, this card is especially a good sign for matters related to flirtatious relationships or situations. Anything written and upset you. And an upset that you have had or a relationship that has felt blocked. So, let me just go back into that one. It says it's a especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset that you have had, or a relationship that feels blocked. Okay, the mindset message says expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition at this time. So even though you want to speak your mind and speak your piece and bust it off and do whatever you want to do, no, pause and reflect and take a step back before you react about a situation. Do some form of inner workings. Get yourself all the way grounded and centered. Write it down if you need to. Speak it out loud if need be. Then go ahead with making that decision and making that move. The next message, which was the unknown factor, it is trust the universe. Trust the universe. Everything's going to work out in your favor. You know, I may say that a lot in videos, but when it comes up and it says trust in the universe as the direct message, literally trust in the universe. Have a little bit more faith in the universe and see how things shape, shift, and move in your favor. So let's get into the message. The mix says, if you feel stuck or have been making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. Didn't I just say you need to think it through with that other message that don't bust out in this energy? You need to pause, reflect, get grounded, centered, and then work from there. So this is another confirmation here saying that if you're feeling stuck or that person's feeling stuck, the person you're dealing with, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. It could be with any relationship. We're talking family, unit member, a member in your family, a loved one, a bestie. We're just talking specifically a relationship of a situation where someone's feeling stuck or you feeling stuck, and now you feeling some type of way, backlash, outcut, but no. You need to take some time to reflect. At least don't let that energy pop off on your end. If they're doing it, now you have a warning message that, it's ticking. They're ticking and they're about to bust off an energy that's not really what they expect to be. They may come back apologizing. So you need to be careful at this time as well. Okay, the mindset says, When this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. Loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome challenges you're facing. Okay, you guys? So maybe you're the one acting reckless and ready to just let it all out with your emotions and everything at this person. But no, you need to take some time, pause, and reflect. Okay, loosen up a little bit. Get more centered at this time. That is what is needed. The next one as the outcome card is Shine, New Moon in Leo. This was the first moon in Aquarius. So we do have air signs raining out in the building and the fire sign so far. Okay, air sign and fire sign. And it may be somewhere in your chart. If it is, go from there and you'll get some more clarity. If you're trying to clarify personally with these reads, because these reads are for a collective, okay? So you have to plug and play your details to apply it, where you'll understand a little bit more about what messages I'm seeing and reading, how it applies to your life. Because some messages are for you and some of them are just not for you, okay? You'll know off the different details, what's being said, how they're being shown. You'll know off of it because it's an inner knowing. It's called your intuition. So trust in that more is needed as well. But let me go find this one in the book really quick. The new moon in Leo. Shine. Giving off that Leo energy. You know how they bring their energy. The focus of here says, especially a good sign for matters related to romance, creativity, children, your own or someone else's, or a situation requiring confidence. Okay, so that's a different possibilities that can be going on right now in romance, creativity in your projects, children that you may be thinking of, or you may be responsible for, and now they're acting out of character. They're doing things that you probably want to bust their head off, but you can't, because you know the day and age you can't do all those kind of things there. But this does require some form of confidence, being confident in yourself that you can handle this matter or situation in a healthy way. Okay, a healthy way. The mindset message says, love yourself and step into the center stage. Be generous with others, but also be a little bit selfish if you need to be. So putting yourself first in certain situations is needed. Okay? Because if you're depleted, you can't help no one else. If your cup is 5%, okay, on the battery, let's just go on the cell phone wise, you're 5%. You cannot go and give 5% to someone else now because you're depleted. That means you're done. You can't give off anything. You need to rejuvenate your energy and get more grounded. Okay, think these things through before you go and outlash into a situation. It can make it worse. Okay, so that's the message there. We're gonna go into the last overall energy of the unknown. It says embrace the flow of life. So this goes with trusting in the universe, you guys. Embrace that flow of energy that's going to flow into your life once you surrender and let God or the universe in. Okay, trust in the universe. Things can shift in your favor. You just got to have that faith. Think it through, true enough. But believe in yourself and know you're protected and things are going to work out as well, okay? This one says embrace the flow of life. Balance message. Strike a balance between talking rings around people and seeing what they have to teach you. So instead of going back and forth, running your mouth with this person, take a time, pause, and let them talk. Let them get their self or their point across fully. And don't be so closed-minded and not listening to them, ready to have your comeback or what you really want to say to them. No. Actually take this time to pause and reflect and listen to what they're saying so you have some more clarity about the situation at hand. Okay? And the mindset message says it is important to accept where you are so you can move to where you want to be. Okay? Where you want to be. Let me just repeat if you ain't catch it. I said it's important to accept where you are so you can move forward where you want to be. So even though the circumstance may be a little bit gloomy, get into that mindset and know where you want to be and where you want the situation to be like, and surrender and trust in the universe that it's going to work out. You have guidance and support always. You just have to welcome that energy in. You have to raise your vibration. It does take a little bit of work. It's not going to just manifest for you, especially if you don't welcome these energies in. Like God, the universe, archangels, ancestors. If you don't welcome their energy in, they can watch you go through everything, even you praying your heart out, your breath out. You haven't welcomed them into your life. So all you doing is just doing a lot of complaining where they can't help you with. Get grounded, get centered, welcome that energy in. Okay, that's the overall message. Now, to really clarify the overall message, it does says reflect on your own priorities, the mix-up. Here we have energy that's modern and cool, and another that's rustic and real. Never the twain shall meet. Manifesting mindset says here, once you know your priorities, it becomes possible for you to work out where to focus your intention in terms of your life and manifesting. Okay? Once you have grouped up your priorities of the situation, circumstances, everything in your life to work out in those terms in your life, those different situations and circumstances, once you get that there and gain more insight on those situations you're manifesting, things will work out in your favor. You have to work on the priorities, update your wishes and desires list, update it to what you really want right now in this given time, and then go from there. Okay, you guys, so that's the energy that's busting off with this. What I am going to get into is a little bit of our Z108. Let's get some little extra clarity here. This deck is really big. Let me split it right in the middle and then bust it. Wow, this deck is really... The deck is really big, y'all. Wow. Bear with me one moment, because all those cards just flipped. Okay, not all of them, but some just fell in my lap. Let me try to shuffle again, guys. Okay, they're straight. This deck, bear with me, y'all. Because the deck is so big. And all those messages up in there. Okay. Let's get into which messages that we need to hear at this time based off the energies we just learned or read about. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, we can't go with that many, y'all. That's too much going on. Let me shuffle the deck, and if they're meant to come out, they will come out. There we go. We got two that popped off. That's all we need. With the overall energy is childhood. So some of inner child healing is needed as well. But let's go out with the one that came out the gate. It says tandem bicycle. That's the overall. Message of the key terms are synchronized, alliance, duo, partnership, unison, equality, collaboration, togetherness, align, hook up, cooperation, harmony, help, join, consensus, two of a kind. So this goes off into the number 2 when we were just talking about with the relationship as far as a partnership that you're possibly dealing with at this time. The next message says fine print. Maybe you do need to attend to the details and think this through really with the terms and conditions in that situation you're dealing with or got in your plate now. Okay? It says detail, look closer, inspection, research, be careful, in depth, pay attention, don't assume through. Don't assume through. Deep dive, hidden information, double check, read between the lines. So some of us may have different contracts we're possibly about to sign. You need to think that through and really look at those terms and conditions before you make that sign and say so. Go through the pros and cons of the situation. Don't just assume a situation. Ask questions if need be for it to get your own clarification for it. And here as the outcome we have yarn. The number 5 is just giving off change. As the outcome it says hassle, problems, big mess, interconnectedness, complicated, patience needed, future gains, work it out, make up story, so a made up story, many workings, components, mischief, so mischief, out of control. Making up stories, many working components. Is someone really going in that far as a depth? You really gotta pay in tune for as the yarn situation of the fine print here. This is a warning message. Look at the fine print on that situation you're dealing with, especially in regards to contract and where you need to sign or have the signature with your name, agreeing to certain situation. Watch out for that. Check out the details. Look that over again. Someone's trying to say one thing and disguise it as another to get you to sign certain paperwork or agree to a circumstance or agree to a situation that's not what is supposed to be on the forefront. Okay? It's not what it appears to be up front of your face. It's more to it than what you think. You really need to think this situation through. Ask the universe for some guidance at this time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to my angel guides to get some clarification on what guidance is needed at this time, you guys, because it's a lot going on. And I didn't even go over to the childhood, which was the overall bust out energy of this read. Is childhood, the number 6, childhood, and their key terms is innocence, playful, growing friendship, lightness of being, foundations, need of others, revisit the past, loving life, no worries, inexperience, growth, and new beginnings. So it's a lot of situations going on, you guys, so you really need to pay attention to what's going on. Even if you think it's just a random hookup situation with someone, oh, you guys had the best time ever, pay attention to what's going on. It may be something else in that person's intentions than what you think it is. Okay, so that's a lot of warning messages out there for you guys in the collective. What I am going to do is go ahead and get my angel guide, get some guidance. Okay, 1 second, let me get that deck. Okay, you guys, so I got the deck now. I had the book, but I had to go literally get the deck. Here we go. This is our angel guides. Let's see which of our angels, guardian angels, archangels, any form of angel. I have a life clarity. That makes no sense. What is it? Because I was not going to use that one. It says rough road. Prepare carefully before you continue. It's a long journey ahead. Okay, you guys? And this card wasn't a part of this deck. I'm not sure how it got here. But I wasn't going to even use that deck. On the flip side, it says take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. Okay? So taking some precautions, thinking the things through, and trusting in the universe, things are going to work out. And it's going to make you shine at the end of the day. Let me sit that right there. It's going to make you shine at the end of the day. So trusting in the universe and everything like that, it's going to work out in your favor. Okay? Do what makes you happy at the end of the day. That's what we said in the beginning with the messages. Okay? So let's get in tune. Let's see what the angels' guides have to say. That's the message. I'm just going to split the deck in 3 ways. Do a quick shuffle one more time. That blue, and those are 3 we need. With the overall energy being inner child healing. So now I see exactly why these came out the way they did. I'm going to work backwards now, because this gives me confirmation. Childhood, inner child healing is needed. Maybe you're getting triggered off of past hurt with childhood traumas possibly. Okay, so inner child healing. I'm going to get into that message as well, you guys. Just one moment. Let me find it in the book. Okay, here we go. So we have your message. The inner child is a part of our psyche that represents our childhood. Everyone, no matter who they are, has had traumatic childhood experiences that may be impacting their life today. And you have endured so much in your life. You are a real survivor. The extended message here says, this card brings radical healing, understanding, and love into your inner child. It shows you that your guardian angel is wrapping their loving arms around you right now, nurturing your inner child and encouraging you to unleash your childlike senses. See the world through the eyes of a child. There is so much more wonder and opportunity out there. It's time to have some fun. Have you stopped yourself from doing something because you feel you're too old for it now? It's time to reclaim your innocence and express yourself in a way that is filled with excitement, wonder, and adventure. It's time for your inner child to be healed. Okay, the inner child. And that may be a past trigger, and that's possibly why you're about to outlash or feel some type of way in the situation. Even if it's a romantic partner. Now I'm going to go into a romantic partner example. You may have some inner child wounds that need some healing, and something that just occurred with your partner has triggered a past hurt, and you lashed out, possibly want to say an apology, or vice versa. This person wants to apologize to you because it was out of character. It's because someone got triggered off an inner child wound. Okay, so we're just going to put that there. Next, coming out the gate, which was the first card, upside down, it's actually heightened, which means angelic protection. So then we just go over there that you're highly protected off of rip. You always know that. You have to welcome that energy in, but this is also a form of protection, a shield around you at this time. Okay, angelic protection. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe. Whether you're feeling worried about a physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not, this card confirms that you have spiritual protection. Okay? Extended message. You are protected. The worst is behind you and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. The past has gone and your angel guide is encouraging you to let it go. If traumatic or painful memories have revisited you recently, know that there are opportunities to recognize how far you have come and acknowledge how much healing has taken place in your life. Okay, you guys. If you are facing the unknown at this time, know that your angel guide will show you the next steps and you will be surrounded by a spiritual force field that will protect you on all levels as you move forward. So that's the overall energy of an angelic protection. You're highly protected. They're surrounding themselves around you at this time, going off the center energy. And I'm wondering if everything's upside down. Well, not apparently, because this last card was face up. All my cards are face up. So for them to be upside down, this one says no. It's giving an answer flat out no as the center energy. And I'm not sure how to take this no. You could take it a couple of ways. No, I don't want to deal with the situation anymore. I'm gone, deuces. No, I need some more time to think this through. This may not be the right time for me to do it. Okay, it's a lot of different ways you can take this one. But let me look it up in the book and we'll go from there. It's right under hassles and problems, big mess. Saying no to that whole situation. That's not the case. But let's go into the message. Your angels are drawing close at this time to help you recognize that the answer to your question on your mind is a no. This is not the time to proceed. You may want to, but you are being encouraged to see beyond the current situation and understand that the following through on your ideas may have a negative effect on your whole course of life. Angels are swooping in because they want to save the day and save you a lot of heartache from choice that is not from a heart-centered space. Extended message. Do not make plans. Do not move forward. Retreat and reflect. Think deeply. Seek the advice of those you love and trust and ask them to help you get through the bottom of the question or issue or decision that is before you. Don't make any sudden moves. This card coming in to help you sustain your mental, emotional, and spiritual energy and stay on the road of wholeness. So you're going to have to pause, reflect, and think those things through at this time. It is needed. You're protected, true enough, but they're giving you another warning to be careful not to make no rash decisions at this time. This card is also upside down, heightened. It says cut the cords. So you may have to cut cords. Let me see what was going on. Embrace the flow of life, the fine print. So you may not like the terms and conditions that you're facing. Whether it be in the physical, like, right in front of your face, your romantic relationship, or a business, as far as terms and conditions, or possibly your personal life with terms and conditions. You may want to cut those cords from that situation because you don't feel like it vibrates at the same level as you at this time. So let's get in tune with its message. Okay, it says, in spirituality, cords are energetic bonds that connect us to the situation, person, or place. There are different types of cords, but in this context, they are connections to situations or people that can have a negative and draining effect upon us. Angels are wrapping you in light of love so that you can lovingly detach from situations that could be draining, traumatic, or draining your health or purpose at this time. The extended message says, if you are finding yourself hanging on in a situation you know is unhealthy or negative, angel wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release yourself from it. Know that angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time so you can be welcome in the spiritual support that is available to you. If you have any questions regarding a situation, relationship, or outcome at this time, Know that you're being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be more rewarding and more replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care and self-love. Okay, you guys? And that was the message coming at the gate of the outcome. Okay? And that's just crazy, you guys. It's a lot going on. It is time to reflect on your priorities and what you really want out of life, so you can get some clarity. You're highly protected. It has shown us an angelic protection is already there. You need to get grounded. You need to get centered. You need to write certain things down and actually come to a decision of what you really want out of life, or of the outcome of this situation at this time. I am going to pull one soul's truth. I dropped the deck. Let me put that over there. Soul's truth. This is self-awareness. It's going to give us one question with an answer, and then I'm going to close off this read, you guys. But I just want you guys to know, take some more time in your decision making and what you think things are, because it may not be for what you see it as right now. It may be a whole nother situation. And because if this read is not about you and your inner child wounds or healings that you need to do, like you already did your healings and you're on a different page or a different state of mind, then this is the person that you're dealing with, or the situation, that influence from that person, that kind of energy, where you need to cut the cords, because they're going through inner child wounds and they haven't healed yet. And since they haven't healed yet, you can't really move forward unless you really want to waste to spend your time there waiting to get that information done with of the circumstance. You may not go. You may not leave. You may give that person the time they need to get grounded more themselves, if it's not you. But if it is you, get yourself more grounded before you say no, before you break up, before you do your next move. Think it through. Okay, let's see what we have as one message. And I'm just going to pop it. Okay, that's too many cards. We ain't doing that. But one showed his face. Hold on. I saw it. There it is. It's too many showed their face. Let me flip this over. I could have sworn I saw one show his face way beforehand, but we're not going to get into all that. If it's the question that needs to be answered at this time, let it come forth how it needs to be, Spirit. Because that was just too much going on. Let's get some clarity on the messages that we have received at this time. There we go. It's two. I wanted one, but Spirits be busting off in threes, so we're going to go ahead and then we're going to close this read off. It's showing me the answers, so let's go into the questions. It says, where can I create more space? That's the first question. Where can I create more space? It says, instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. That's the overall energy of this answer, okay? Action. Do a declutter or do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space and clarity will come. So you need to do some pausing, reflecting, so you can clear up that stagnant energy, so you can receive those questions that you're wanting the answers to. Okay, the next one says, what am I most afraid of losing? So some of us are in a situation where we're afraid of losing something. A person, losing out in that situation, or our opportunity you may have felt was an opportunity, but it wasn't as far as this situation. But let's just get some clarity here. It says, as we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for something that will be. If you were to take a leap, a big leap today, Would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if the big fat lie? Okay, so what if it's a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose anything of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Let me repeat because I butchered that paragraph. Let me get a sip of tea, you guys. Okay, you guys, so I'm sorry about that. I had to get a little sip of tea. Just to repeat here, it says, what if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Those are some other questions. But the soul's action message says, name that fear and look it at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by becoming or being certain of who you are and where you're going. Okay, find the solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. The mantra with this one says, I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. So that's an affirmation that we can say. It says, I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Okay, you guys, that's part of the message there of what am I most afraid of losing. Okay, and lastly, before I give it a closeout, we do have the overall energy of the question. How can I deepen my trust right now? How can I deepen my trust right now? Okay, you guys, now let's get in tune with the message. It says trust, surrender. What did I was just saying? Trust the universe at this time. It's needed. They're happy with your manifestations and everything else you have going on. Trust, surrender. Let go of the will. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we are feeling safe, we are unstoppable. Okay, the soul message or action. Now it's the action. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. So trusting in yourself will help with trusting in others, because if you're having problems or trust issues, that's something far as an inner child wound that may be part of the situation that you're dealing with at this time. Okay, you guys? So I just wanted to give some insight. Spirit led me. Now, I was just going to close off with the clarity, but it said just to see in the shadow deck, since we're dealing with the inner child wound, some of us, or the person we're dealing with is actually dealing with child inner wounds that you don't know about. Let's just see here to get some more insight. Because if that's the case, you're going to have to take some time. And the answer is no, that don't move just yet. This person really loves you, but they got some form of child healings that they need to handle. And they probably don't even know how to handle it. So we're going to take these or these three. And we're going to stop with this read over that part. The overall energy is dark reflection. When you look into the abysses look at you back. Truth-seeking, liberation is the overall energy. As far as the shadow aspect that we need to work on. So let's look here. Divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Key terms: progress, inner harmony. Okay, so balancing those situations out. The light and dark in your life. Okay, the next centering the message is positive change. Transform pain into strength and empower yourself. Ascend, evolution, and free. That's a part of the shadow aspect. It is positive change on the horizon. Just give some time. Think it through completely, you guys. Whatever that's really going to make you happy at the end of the day, that's where you need to lean towards. Okay? As the outcome card, it's actually addiction. So maybe you're dealing with some form of addiction. Maybe that person or circumstance has an influence of an addiction. Listen, compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support and therapy. Healing, liberation, and support. So those are the overall energies, you guys. It is some other situations as far as trust and surrender, you know, giving in, cutting the cords. You may need to cut the cord in regards to an addiction. Okay? Embrace the flow of life. Check out your fine print in your life, but some form of addiction needs to be cut at this time. Whether it be you or that person you're dealing with. If it's the person you're dealing with, you cannot force it. They have to be willing to want to change. And then if they don't want to change and get into the right standing of matching your vibration, then cut the cord and do what you need to do. It's just thinking these things through and checking details of the matter. Okay? So what I'm doing now is just going to clarify and give it a closing, you guys. After everything that's been said, what is the ending messages for today in regards? We got one. Energy is gaining momentum. We have a second one. Upside down, it says step out of your comfort zone. Positive change is on the way by stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay. What's the other message of no? It has no. Stepping out of your comfort zone. You may be feeling like you can't step out of your comfort zone, but it is needed in order to have that healing that you need at this time. The next card says, don't let your past hold you back. Following that is work through your fears. Okay, that's also something a lot of us have to deal with, especially in regards to childhood. Okay, we did go over that message already with the inner child healing that needs to be taking place. Okay, so possibly within the next 3 to 6 months, it may take you some time there, or it may be this progression of change. It may need to take 3 to 6 months, especially if you're dealing with some form of an addiction or that person. So you may have to give some more time frame there in your decision. Okay. Outcome card here says work through your fears. That's already mentioned. That was up there. Bust out energy says meditate, contemplate. Take time to breathe out. Outcome says you're very close to achieving your goal. Overall energy, your commitment's being tested. So yes, you're being tested in regards from spirit and about what you need to do about a situation, how you're going to handle the situation. Be in a loving, caring heart space. That's all I can say to you at this time. It's a lot going on. You just need to persevere and have strength. And what I'm just going to close, let me give you guys just one angel number. Okay? Because it said to, so you guys have a little bit clarity. Let's just pull off one number for you guys. As far as the angel number before I go into the bowl of messages. This is the angel messages language to me about this. Boom. 101 starting over, followed by 777 perseverance. So I am going to go into this one really quick here. 101 starting over. That is the angel number busting off in the number 2. 101. Key term says intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development here. Message: happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Falls are fun. Start fresh. So some of us, in regards to cutting those cords, going to be starting afresh, a whole new beginning, a whole new circumstance in their life at this time. But what you do need to do is persevere, which is the 777 of perseverance. So you're going to have to persevere through this situation. It is a lot to handle. It is a lot of wounds that need to be healed at this time. So it's a lot. This one says change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, and enlightenment. Message here says there's a need for change of a perspective or whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for wisdom within, and then you'll just know what's the right steps, the right next steps. Okay, you guys, so persevering, pausing and reflecting, checking the fine print, those details of the situation, thinking it through clearly and precisely, persevering through this blockage or circumstance of an obstacle in your life. Everything's going to work out at the end of the day. Just reach for the wisdom within self and know self. Trust in your intuition a little bit more, okay, you guys? So that was the overall messages there. I am going to close it off with a bowl of messages as mentioned. So let's see. We have here, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Okay. Let's see what's the next message here. Make yourself proud. If you could be your own cheerleader, what would you be proud of at yourself at this time? Being proud that you cut the course toward addiction within 3 months, or being grateful for where you're at right now, that everything's going to work out in your favor? What is something that you're proud of right now to give yourself a pat on the back? You know, something like that, you guys. And the last message coming out the gate, we have the best dreams happen. The best dreams happen. So the best dream that you can think of, write it down, say it out loud, have that deep desire for it, and it can happen. We can manifest the reality that we want at the end of the day. But we have to match vibrations at the end of the day. Know that only you limit your reality, and this based off the mind, okay, you guys? So this is your girl Mystic Rage. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If anything resonated with you, even seeing these angel numbers, smush the like button, subscribe to your girl. We would like to receive more random subliminal timeless messages from spirit, or leave a comment below. Let's have a conversation, and I would love for you guys to join the community so we can, you know, jive with each other more. This is your girl Mystic Rage, and you're tuned in out of Mystic Rage World. You guys have a blessed day.